Ben ritrovati al nostro appuntamento con Road to Zandt Festival 2020, la 16ª edizione. Un modo un po' particolare, un po' diverso dal solito per vederci nel frattempo, mentre aspettiamo di poterci finalmente riabbracciare a Figino Serenza. Continuano i nostri appuntamenti virtuali grazie al contributo di tantissimi artisti in giro per il mondo e la puntata di oggi è molto speciale. Una cosa che facciamo spesso nei nostri incontri in teatro dedicati a Towns Van Zandt è concentrarci anche su artisti, compagni di viaggio, musicisti che l'hanno influenzato, che l'hanno conosciuto, che sono stati importanti nella sua carriera e nella sua vita. Lo riproponiamo anche in questi episodi virtuali, ma non possiamo concentrare così tanti musicisti straordinari in una sola puntata, quindi sicuramente ce ne saranno altre dedicate allo stesso tema. Nella clip finale dell'episodio di oggi potrete avere un'anteprima di che cosa ci aspetta ed è veramente interessante. Ma iniziamo subito con la musica, iniziamo con un ricordo particolarmente emozionante e sentito del caro amico del festival Eric Taylor, un ricordo in musica cantato da Team Grimm. Poi la splendida Carrie Rodriguez, grazie a LukeJacobs che l'accompagna, ci farà scoprire suo padre, David Rodriguez, che è un grande cantautore texano. Poi avremo con noi Anana, Kaye e Irakli Gabriel che ci faranno scoprire invece il leggendario David Olney. Infine un omaggio anche a Guy Clark della coppia italianissima Veronica Sbergia e Max De Bernardi. Sperando di farvi buona compagnia con questa splendida musica, vi do appuntamento a sabato prossimo.
Ciao, amici, amigos. We are playing a song today written by my father, David Rodriguez. He was a friend of Towns, and I know they played a lot of music together back in Houston in the late 1970s at clubs like Anderson Fair, the Old Quarter. So we are sending this out to you. We love you dearly. We miss you, and we can't wait to come back and see you and play at the Towns Van Zandt Festival. All right, this is called The Other Texas. Will you ask me where I come from? And I will always tell you this. Me, I'm born in southern Texas, down where all the oil is. She's got lowlands just like Holland, and she's got mountains just like Spain, and all the sunshine of the summer, western winds and eastern rain. know it all sounds so romantic. Guns and cowboys and pickup trucks, big glass buildings, fancy freeways, whiskey rivers, and lots of bugs. But drive your rent car across my hometown to the streets the maps don't show, and you'll see children with no future. That's the Texas Texas that I know. So you ask me where I come from, and I will always tell you this. Me, I'm born in southern Texas, down where all the oil is. She ain't perfect, oh, I know that, but there's some deeds I can't forgive. Maybe someday in her wisdom she will let my people live.
Ciao, friends. My name is Katie Nail, and I am Carrie Rodriguez's mama. And her daddy was David Rodriguez, who was a friend of Towns Van Zandt. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about those guys and what we used to do. When we were younger, they were good friends, and they would often share the night at all the folk music places. And they would say, kind of in the guy way, kind of a guy thing, oh, wow, how many songs did you write last night or this week? And maybe it was 1 or 2 last night, or 2 or 3 this week. And it was the most prolific and beautiful period. I can't tell you what it was like to hear that music coming out for the first time. And Towns or David, one would get up to play his new song, and with no paper and and no lyric written down, and play it beautifully. And then the other would play, and this went on for a long period of time, and the most beautiful music I have heard sung its first time up. It was amazing. And I know musicians can do things like that, but this was really more. And it was inspiring for the rest of my life. I was inspired by Towns and his music, and I just want to thank them. And Eric Taylor just died, and he was part of it too.
Hello, Italy. This is a song by my friend, Eric Taylor. It's called Joseph Cross. Word came from the cafe that the old man was ailing. His eyes are paling, and the weather took his hands. And they say the ring on his finger was carved from a bone from some white man in Missouri who spilled whiskey on his wife. He has traveled in a sacred circle. He has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger, his buffalo brother. He's killed in anger on the white man's name. And his name was Joseph Cross. He was raised on the mission, just one of 100 Indian boys who wouldn't tie his shoes. And he cried the night his grandpa died, and told him in a vision, stay close to the ways of the rattlesnake, stay close to the ways of the grizzly. He has traveled in a sacred circle. He has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger his buffalo brother. He's killed in anger for a white man's name. In the 1919 chill of December, the bear and the rattler lie coiled, sleeping, hardly breathing. And it's a penny for the kitchen boy to run and get Sister Lydia. They say that old Indian, he's sleeping, and he's hardly breathing. He has traveled in a sacred circle. He has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger his buffalo brother. He's killed in anger for a white man's name. Some said it just weren't right to give him a white man's funeral. Some said they just as soon as not float him on down the river. But no one touched the ring or said a thing about his chest, where it looked like a bear had ripped him and a rattler kissed his cheek. He has traveled in a sacred circle. He has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger his buffalo brother. He's killed in anger for a white man's name. And his name was Joseph Cross. He was raised on the mission, just one of 100 Indian boys who wouldn't tie his shoes. And he cried the night his grandpa died, and told him in a vision, stay close to the ways of the rattlesnake, stay close to the ways of the grizzly.
Hey guys, Anana, Kaye, and Rocket Gabriel here from Nashville, Tennessee.
Hi Andrea, hi everybody. Wanted to say hi and play a song by our friend David Olney, whom we lost earlier this year, and it's just been really weird and sad so far. Thinking a lot about you guys. I know it's really, really hard, but we're going to keep on going, and all of us together, man. We love you.
This is called Love is an Accident.
Love is an accident waiting to happen. If you don't watch your step, you'll fall in the trap, and you won't know what hit you till you feel the ache. And a night It's there in the distance, you hear it call, and it says you won't fly till you learn to fall. Love is a joke in a second-rate comedy. Love is the sickness, love is the remedy. A glorious triumph, a shameful disaster. Love is the one thing that's worth going after. Love is the day turning into the night, the sun going down, the last ray of light. It's the top of the hill, and then it is gone, and it won't come again, at least until dawn. Love is a miracle that doesn't seem real. It's the camel you ride through the eye of the needle. A wild desperado breaking all laws. Love is the reason, love is the cause. Love is an accident waiting to happen. If you don't watch your step, you'll fall in the trap, and you won't know what hit you till you feel the ache, and the night lasts forever, and you lie awake.
One, two, three.
La foto che amo di te è quella in cui stai guardando dritto nelle piedi. Solo una Polaroid, fuori dal tempo, uno scatto furtivo. È solo un attimo che non tornerà mai più. La tua valigia è pronta, ma non te ne andrai, non si sa mai. La foto che amo di te è piegata e sbiadita e l'ho appiccicata sul muro. Oh, eri così furiosa che è difficile dire che mi amavi davvero. Quello sguardo di fuoco, la paura e passione, sulle tue labbra c'è una foto che amo di te è quella dove non ha piovuto ancora. Poi è scoppiato l'inferno, quella tempesta d'inverno, come se fosse ora. È come 1000 parole in un solo secondo. Sei stupendo in foto e si ferma il mondo. Clic. La foto che amo di te è quella in cui mi stai guardando, dritto nell'obiettivo.
You know, when Robert Johnson said you got to move, I figured that out. It's like you're happily floating through nothing. You know, nothing goes on.
Red and blue.
After about 2 hours, Towns came through the front door, and he was wearing this beautiful, like, almost white buckskin jacket with, you know, really intricate beadwork on his beautiful jacket. And Towns walked in and started a crap game and lost every dime he had, and that jacket. And I was my hero, and was pretty infatuated with the whole deal from that point on.
Even though sometimes there's a lot of words, there's a lot of phonetic hot licks going on, it's the holes you leave, you know, emotionally and the storyline. And Towns was like, it's almost, he was so good at it, it sounds unconscious. I don't believe it was. I think he knew what he was doing, you know?
How do you know?
Well, because I know Towns. He's a smart son of a bitch, man. And he's the coolest guy that ever walked. But he was not unaware of how good he was and what he was doing. I mean, I'm sorry, he just wasn't, he knew what he was doing, you know? It wasn't magic. It was fucking hard work and paying attention.
Well, I was playing the bitter end in New York, and Blaze came down. It was kind of the last night, I think, of that gig. It was like a 4-day, 3-day type deal. And I finished playing, and up walks this strange-looking guy. And he introduced himself and said he was Blaze Foley and, from Texas, and he'd heard about me, and he's from Austin. And I hadn't been to Austin too much for a while because I was living in Nashville and been on the road. We became immediate friends. And there's two West Texans in New York.
I was very proud that the Towns was a friend of mine. And I remember when I was first getting together with my wife Gina, every now and then Towns would come by and visit. And to me, this was like George Washington coming by.
Because the blues is something that the people can't get rid of.
Lightning Hopkins, big influence on your guitar playing. Did you ever meet Lightning? Spend any time with him?
Well, a bit. I played with him, you know, the same shows quite a bit, and I opened for him a lot. And the Jester, I've been to his house a few times at the Chez Orleans apartment. And, you know, we became, he knew me, he knew, you know, who I was.
There's a full moon over Galway Bay tonight, and silver light over green and blue. In every town I travel to, I find some kind of sign that you've been through.